Nice. That
Very
was.
nice.
I love that intro. That's a good
I'm
one.
impressed.
Yeah,
Very,
I
very
love
nice.
that. All right, welcome guys. Welcome to the live trading room with the 5ers, the biggest and the best live trading forex show on the interwebs. So yeah, I think the intro is really good, but maybe a little bit too loud. You have to, a bit loud.
Or is it your headphones? I don't know, guys. You tell us, because my headphones, it was on max, so I don't know if it was just us or if it was. Yeah, just tell us if it was too loud, and then we can. See if we can
but I love this. I got it. We got a new layout. We got new intros. You know, we're gonna change it up here. We're gonna have a different, different
new
segments
season.
in the new season. We're gonna have different segments where we're gonna have things like shortening requests and
sources,
strategy breakdowns, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, we got some new music as well. I'm just gonna find it because I've just got it on my computer somewhere. But anyway, in between that, we do all of that. How's everybody doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Today I had an interview with a surprise ICT trader. But yeah,
he was looking for the liquidity because he didn't turn up. Or did you actually have another one?
No. I had two interviews today. One where he actually showed up, which is the ICT trader, and one where he didn't show up. So I think ICT traders, respect to those people. They are on schedule. I like that. Jordan
people.
GUTP, it did hit. Let's not talk about the loser, but that one definitely hit TP. Henry is shorting USD CAD again. I think today, today live stream, I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm gonna
which is every live stream.
It's gonna take it easy and do some scalping. I think that's what I'm gonna do today, which doesn't really go hand in hand, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go into my trading copier. I have to adjust some of the risk here. I want to make sure that I'm not copying everything over to all the accounts.
I don't know if the music kind of fits the vibe, but
I like jazzy. I like it. Chill.
Oh, jazzy stuff, jazzing it up.
Good stuff.
That is usually my kind of music in the background when I'm trading. I like something that is tranquil, that relaxes me, and jazz is one of those one of the genre that I like to use when I'm trading.
See, me's drummer bass and trance.
Same here, man. I'm listening to trance. I got like trance, like heavy techno, like sitting there, like being in the flow.
Melodic techno, honestly, while you're trading, just makes you a profitable trader.
It is, yeah, dude. Like it gets into the flow. The flow.
Yeah, man. Straight. You're hitting 1 to 3 R's every single day as soon as you put on melodic techno.
One of the criteria that I have, the music should not have lyrics. That's one thing, because as soon as it has lyrics, it takes my attention. It drags my attention to it. So it needs to be something instrumental, and it needs to be. Usually, I want something to compensate the fact that I'm eager by nature, to get on and put a trade on. So I want something to calm me, to relax me, to help me be at ease at that mental space. But yeah, I think whatever works is the key, right?
Definitely.
Yep. Whatever floats your boat.
Yep.
Whatever floats your boat. What are we looking at? We got news coming out today, no?
I don't think so, do we?
Yes, we have in 2 hours, we have new home sales.
Okay.
Yes. Shouldn't be
I guess that is like probably a good marker for how the economy is going. If there's lots of home sales, then maybe we're going down the rabbit hole.
It's a good indicator. In terms of volatility, I don't expect a lot. It's not one of those that pops up. But you never know. So you have to be risk averse. But it may be the catalyst that moves the market going forward.
I'm gonna show. I got two.
It's quite a big push up.
Give
me 2 seconds.
Is there any issues in the dashboard? I don't think so. I haven't seen anything, but Alex will probably let us know when he is back.
Our tech team is aware of it, and we're working hard at it. Thank you for your patience. In the meantime, it'll be up and running soon.
I can't unmute you, Alex. If you're talking to us, you're muted.
Okay, there you go. Yes, there is an issue with the database at the moment. It's going on and off.
Right.
Goddamn technology. That's what happens when you've got everything in-house, which is actually good, though, because you can get it fixed a lot faster. The leaders indicate for health because the sales of new home triggers a wide-reaching ripple effect. For example, furniture, appliances, purchases for a new home, and mortgage. Okay, yeah, yeah. Nice.
It's also an indicator of construction sector, which is also huge.
Now we're going in. Okay.
Are you in any trade, Alex? Are you? I
haven't traded anything. I may take a little cheeky trade to the EMA on the
look at this one. GU hit that TP today, which is very, very nice. I got my Euro NCD trade is finally around break even after being underwater for centuries, but it's definitely. I think I really believe that we do have a bottom here. I think we're going to move higher. So I think that's a if GBP and Euro NCD can hit that TP, I'll be in a good position this week. So this week I haven't I never did my trade planning this weekend. I think that's a big reason why I feel a bit confused. I don't really know what I'm looking at. Why? You know what I mean? Like if you don't have a plan, it's easy to get confused.
That has confused me right there. Confusing me with your confusion.
What about gold? Yeah, what about gold?
Ooh.
Let's take a look. What about gold?
Well, gold
still all the same shit, same stuff.
Same analysis from the other day.
Well, this right here. I want to short this.
Liquidity.
That looks like
liquidity.
Something. Yeah. If we have a, let us know, guys. Do you have any? Okay, I'm gonna let the audience decide this one. Do you think I should short this? Just short or long gold?
Whose screen are we looking at now? Yours.
Look at mine.
This one is Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. I wanna short this. This looks really nice. Let's pull up trading view. Where's gold? Gold is here.
In the meantime, while you're doing that, I'll show my screen. I just took a short on EU because we seem to have hit a demand area, and we had that pop, and I think we overdid it a little bit. So I faded it just a little bit, thinking it would come back because it's probably gonna it overextended in terms of the lower time frames. On the 1 minute, that seems like a bit too much of a reaction. So I shorted it, and I'm going to cover as soon as I see some consolidation, or if it hits my TP.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to do something that I don't normally do.
That's
try it out.
Famous last words.
Let me say, no, I'm going to ladder into this trade. So I've just got on 3 lots.
Oh my god, that's exactly what I say when I'm looking at a trade that I shouldn't take.
It's EU. It still looks good. I'm looking for a hit for the fight. Look, instead I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. Okay, so added a little bit here. I'm going to add another 3 here, and then another 3 there. Okay, overall stop loss is going to be in the same place with a 1% risk that I was going to risk, except for the 1% I've taken first up there, and now I've laddered it laddered it down. So it's actually going to be less than 1% risk overall. And also, hopefully, I'm just going to get an average entry of around that 50 EMA. But I didn't know if it was going to hit the 200 EMA at the top of that, as Victor would say, an order block, and then push up. So that's why I laddered it in. But this is not something that I normally do, and we don't normally test things out live in front of an audience. But there you go, I'm testing it out live.
The quick trade is almost hitting TP. So
that was your TP. That's nice.
Yep.
That's a lovely Victor. You gotta size up, baby.
I know. So I like it. I like it to be, easy. 10 lots for this. I think I can handle it easily, but I don't want to put too much pressure. This is not my typical way of trading, right? My main signal. So I still want to, take it easy.
My entry is your take profit. So let's hope it gets there.
I think also, with the win rate that you're having, Victor, you want to take it easy,
Yeah.
Well, this is different. So my win rate with this would be much higher because this is not the.
Then what are you waiting for? I mean, just increase size.
Yeah.
What was the question that they use on SMB? They say the question is, can you get bigger, or could you have got bigger, Victor?
Yeah,
that is the question.
I think I need more. I like to have plenty of data supporting me doing this, and this is less mechanical. So I don't want to. I can't rely that much on the rules, on the data that I have, because it's very discretionary, and in such I want to have like longer term, a longer period where I can keep repeat doing it, because I don't want it to be something. My profits, and I've been quite profitable trading like this, but I don't want it to be something which is based on the regime market condition we're currently in, and something that might fluctuate in the future. So I want to take it easy and collect more data on it.
Yeah, ignore us trying to make you over leverage. It's okay. We don't. It's okay. What is everybody? Alex short Bitcoin. Let's have a look. Don't say that, my poor.
No, Bitcoin is definitely good short, I think.
Oh, don't say that.
I just want to show my.
It is. It broke
my gold short here. It's a one-to-one trade. I'm going. Actually, I entered this too early. The 50-minute candle is about to close in like 40 seconds, but. So I closed it a little bit too early. I mean, I entered it a little bit too early. It had quite a good push to the upside here right before entering. I would love to have this. I would love to have this 15-minute candle close. I mean, if we go to trading view, it looks much better, right? The if you look at it like that, it you got that trend line, got a break and retest off that level, you got the EMAs and the reload zone. It's just a small move down to that level right there. So I think that's what I'm watching.
I don't see Bitcoin. I wouldn't want to short here. I really wouldn't.
But look at this though. Yeah, but look at that. Look at that. That high right there.
Depends what you're looking at. And
we're definitely going shorter. Shorter? Lower.
So this is a weekly, and a lot can happen, but it is at a weekly support. It's also it's also at a daily support. So it's like, how many people now are shorting right now are then going to end up getting totally offsided for then Bitcoin to just actually reverse because it's the bottom of the range? Look, don't want to be one of them geezers. I'm not one of them geezers to short at the bottom of the range.
I do see your point. We are in a weekly demand, but I see indication that we might go lower in the near future, because it's been breaking. I purposely left these order blocks, but they are already invalidated, right? So it's breaking bullish structures on the daily, and it is we'll have to see how it handles this weekly. This is still at play. It hasn't, the weekly hasn't closed yet, right? It's just a wick now on the weekly. But if it can form a reversal pattern here, let's say on the daily, on the 4 hour, then I will subscribe to your opinion that, you know, this is a great place to be buying, not selling. But as long as it doesn't show that,
looks disgusting.
As long as it doesn't show that, okay. Yeah, we do have a quasi. I think we mentioned that in the beginning. Not the beginning, some time ago. We do have that area there, but it closed below that. So this order block, this entry order block, is no longer there to be taken. Actually, I should be taking them off. There's nothing on the daily. There's nothing stopping us from going much lower, and I see it easily happening. I mean, why not? I don't see a reason here not where price would be going up. I don't see it yet. Perhaps when we come back to these order blocks that we have formed, we can get an idea if price is, you know, cementing, it's bottoming, and it's something like this. That could be something. But if it doesn't react when it gets to this order block and start, you know, forming those reversal patterns again, those bullish patterns, it could just continue because that's what the market is telling us right now. That's my take on Bitcoin.
Yeah, this is my take on Bitcoin. This is my take on Bitcoin. This is my take on Bitcoin.
You're actually going short?
I'm actually short Bitcoin.
Oh, gosh, and you know what? I actually thought that we were friends, but
yeah, well,
we just work colleagues, of course. Yes, knew it.
No, but I mean we're traders, right? I think the I mean to me you can look at the structure here where you have, like, you know, you got the rejection of the 20 EMA here, you got the break and retest. I mean, if we add the fibs, will I add fibs on MetaTrader? Yeah. So from that, I mean, look at that. Yeah, it doesn't get better than that. So this is it's down to that low.
Do you know, this whole laddering thing that I tried out is absolute a bag of not very good stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just like, why not just get in my full position where I would normally get into from my full position? Now I'm 3 lots under what I should be taking.
Yeah, it's like absolutely. The more underwater you become, the bigger the position becomes, which means the more underwater you become, right?
Because my overall position, I took the 1% from the worst position, and then I took that position size, and then I broke it into 3. And then I've added it, so it's actually less than 1% risk. That's the way that you ladder. You don't just anyway. But then again, now this is what happens. Instead of just waiting for the actual area to get in, now I'm 3 lots less of what I would be in. So then it's just
you know, the reason why I don't average into positions is so usually the way I did it was, let's say you have a support level and you want to enter in that support level, so you kind of layer into that area, right? So the losers get fully filled, right? But some of the winners won't get fully filled. So every loser is always going to be big losers, but every winner is not always going to be a full risk winner. So to me, it made no sense. You know, made no sense.
Yeah,
what I did instead was just I waited for confirmation. So when all of those orders would have been filled and then moved higher, that's when I entered.
Yeah, I agree. That same rationale is what makes it difficult. The benefit is not in in having, you know, the size on right away, because that's not going to happen. But the benefit is if your entry are typically not very precise. In other words, if you typically go into drawdown, then it makes some sense either to move to adapt your entry logic to have to accommodate for that. So when you get a signal to get in, you actually don't get in, but you put a limit order a few pips supposedly in drawdown, but it's just you haven't entered yet at a few pips or some distance in of a better price, or you do something like average into it, knowing that a lot of the times your entry is not spot on. So if that is that, but that depends on the quality of the entry or the statistics on the entry. In my case, I can't ladder in, I can't average in, because it's one precise entry, and if it goes against me, I'm going to be stopped out right away. So there's no room for that. But depending on your strategy, it may make some sense to, have either move your initial entry for a better price after the signal, or have a second one closer to stop loss, but having a better risk reward ratio, so it will change your profile something somewhat better than it was before.
What's the actual spread on Bitcoin? Let's talk about that for a minute, because I'm watching MetaTrader and it goes from between 900 to but it's actually
the spread's awful.
Yeah, but listen, actually, no, I market entered and I did not get slipped at all. I got a really good fill. So it can't be, it has to be calculated in a different way. It can't be, 1,000, 2,000. It has to be calculated in a different way, because when I market enter this one, so if the spread would have been $1,000 or it were 1,000, which it can't be $1,000.
It's not $1,000.
But it says 1,000 spread, so it has to be like $90 or $100. Yeah, but how? What's?
I think
1,000 points. 1,000 points would be about $100.
$100. Well, that's not too bad.
Oh, as soon as you just opened your mouth, now the spread has gone wild. Why? Yeah, gosh, now it's wide.
But still, yeah, but still $100 when you're swing trading, Bitcoin, be able to do that funded.
Actually, I think it's actually less. I think we're talking about $10. Sorry, I've just had a look. It's $10.
Yes,
spread.
It's about
$10.
Yeah,
$10. It's about 9.7 now.
So it's actually not bad at all.
No, I wouldn't say so.
I don't like, honestly, I don't like trading CFD Bitcoin, because you have no control over what the spreads do. Suddenly the clearinghouse or the LP wants to just suddenly just charge premiums and orders in Bitcoin. Well, there you go, you got to eat that up.
Yeah,
like you can't do anything about it. Whereas in FX, like it's been around for a long time, and you're not going to get that, and other than in big news. But with Bitcoin, because it's such a volatile asset and they want to put premiums on things, then you have no control if this thing just suddenly just goes super wide.
But are you saying, so you're not recommending trading Bitcoin with the 5ers? Is that what you're saying?
I don't recommend trading Bitcoin on any kind of prop firm. To be honest, if you want to trade Bitcoin, I would trade Bitcoin on a futures account. Honestly,
with that said, with that said, we do have people trading Bitcoin on our accounts without. Yeah,
we do have people. We have people do it very successfully, but I would.
Yeah, I would, and I will, and I am. You guys watching? Short Bitcoin.
A big. Oh God! Look at my Euro trade. There you go. Maybe I could have got back in then. Shall I get that last 3 lots in the other area?
What's happening with gold? Holy, look at that wick on the 4-hour. I shorted one of the most beautiful pin bars I've seen in a long time. That 4-hour candle is just beautiful.
Yeah, where's my 3? Oh God, no, there's my adding the other 3 lots in. Fine.
My view on gold, well,
yeah. Yesterday. If you're here yesterday.
So my view on gold is that's MetaTrader. Let's change that. Get trading view up. Yeah, so my view on gold is, if we go to the daily, it's just in a range here, and now with the way that we had a rejection at range EQ, I think next target, and you can also look at the local trend here is, obviously we're in this sort of downtrend here, so we got a local daily downtrend. I think the next move for gold is down to range lows around 2000, like 2.3, 2.2 area, 2.250, whatever, 2.3. I think that's closer. So basically this range lows right here, and that's why also looking at the local move, that's why I shorted this. Now obviously looking at this right now, I mean, yeah, I mean, a drawdown, the stop loss is a bit too tight. Obviously, I probably would have wanted higher, but I think looking at this, we're hitting that resistance. We got that trend line going. We got the trend. We got the EMAs here. We're above the EMAs though, so it's not looking great. But I do think we should see a move lower. The only thing that like it's very bullish is obviously the 4-hour candle. If this 4-hour candle can close like this in 30 minutes, that is massive.
Bad.
Yes. Yeah. It looks like it wants to shoot up, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, look at the volume in the last 3 candles as well. Like in retrospect, look at all the volume that has come down, and now that those 3 last 4-hour candles, there's hardly any volume in there. So, and now you've got a buying candle. Look how much volume there is in that. Now you've got a massive shadow.
So. Yeah, the daily looks bearish, I would say, even though we're coming back into a demand area. But the recent candles. Let me show my my screen. The recent candles. If you look at on the daily, we have been forming. We had that retest of that order block. Yes, we did have a formation of a bullish structure below us, but after touching this, the upper bearish structure, we formed another one, and we formed another one. So what does that tell us? I think the sellers are piling in, even though on the 4-hourly, that one single bar does look bullish. But this looks very like they're trying to break that this structure that hasn't been broken, that it has been formed. It had an immediate retest and is now in the current retest again. It looks like it's going to break down, but if you go to the lower time frame, let's say on the 2-hour, actually for a let's see, yes, on the lower time frames, you could see a great place there where it reacted from, right? As a area where from here it can be it could pop, and if you consider this, we don't have any H4 reason for it to be reacting this way, to be bought at this level, but we still have that bullish structure that may, even though it may be broken in the future. So in the meantime, it doesn't break right away. It doesn't have to break right away. It can have like multiple reaction to it until, in the end, eventually it breaks. But on the lower time frame, this looks like a great place for it to move. Perhaps, I'm not sure it's going to move much higher than that, but perhaps somewhat. And then we will have to see what kind of structure it forms after this move. If it keeps on doing this, then okay, then this daily order block is still strong enough to push price. But it's I would say for an intraday trade, it looks like it wants to pop. But on the other time frames, as long as it's keep on forming those bearish structures, one below each other, I would say it's probably gonna break down at least somewhat, at least. But yeah, what is interesting is EU, guys. Have you guys? Who is Alex? You had a position on, right?
Yeah, I've still got it on.
Okay. What I'm looking at is this. We are of course in a. We just formed a bearish order block that was starting to be tested yesterday. This is the daily time frame, and what we had was, of course, the same as gold. It's been forming bearish structures on below each other, or not on top of each other, because it's a bearish structure, but below each other. So it's telling me that it's getting the selling pressure is increasing, right? However, we did have this reaction, and on the bigger time frame, I would expect that this is the area that the buyers will eventually come in to test and try to break this market structure. If this doesn't hold, of course, that's gonna look bad on the higher time frames. So I would expect some kind of reaction from this area, but we haven't reached that yet. And because of that, I would one scenario is that it needs to get there, then we could be looking for a move out. But if you look at the order block, this fresh order block that is there, still valid, you go to the 4 hourly, I can identify a very neat area of only, what is that, 8 pips wide, where it shouldn't, it so far hasn't closed, it hasn't been invalidated yet on the H4. So I would expect, if it can form some kind of reversal pattern on the lower time frames, this would be a great area to be buying EU, right? But that's all within, we have about 28 minutes for this bar to close. And if it closes below this order block on the H4, all bets are off. The setup is invalidated. There's nothing to do. But however, if you go to the 1 minute, it currently formed an H1, which has quite some overlap with that H4. So you have the daily, the H4 and the H1 lining up a little bit, not a little bit, actually they're lining up because you have overlap. So this area now becomes the interesting area for the buyers to, defend their turf. Will they be able to form this a reversal pattern in this area? To me, that's the test, while not closing below this order block before the at the end of this bar. So if you go to the lower time frames, you can see already those quasi that I typically show, right? Actually, it's let me take that back, because that's not the right, the left shoulder that I wanted to show. It's this. If, of course, the tools if they corroborate. Let's see. That is the break of structure. This is the neckline of the quasi. It breaks it and comes back. And the question is, will this be the moment it turns around and starts being bullish again? How far this will go, I don't think it's going to be, we'll have to see. But what we can say is it is a daily order block. So it's fair to expect that price might pop from here. Even if it's not going to change the overall market condition, like the overall structure, it can still have perhaps a pop from here to maybe around this area. And then who knows what will happen, perhaps eventually then continue its path to the downside. That's something that I'm looking at as we are speaking.
I created a poll. It's a poll, yeah.
Okay.
You can go.
Yeah,
it's will gold hit my stop loss or not? So go in, vote on that one. Also, check out this rejection on gold. Absolutely amazing.
Where? Show us this rejection.
Look at that. Look at that wick on that trend line right there. That is nice. That's what we want to see. Now if this 50-minute candle can close bearishly,
it's faking. It's gonna go up. It's gonna take everyone out.
Okay. Well, right now on the poll we have 75% saying no and 28% saying no. So about 100% saying no.
100% says it's not gonna go down.
Yeah. No, 100% says it's not gonna hit my stop loss. I guess 100% says it's going to hit my TP.
I have a feeling it's going to hit your stop loss.
Yeah.
On that 1%.
No, it's
on the 1%.
100% says it's going to hit my TP. Great. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Not on this one.
Wow. Let's see. Victor, you're out of your EU long, your EU short now, huh?
Yeah, a long time ago. I closed it manually because it.
You closed it again?
Yeah, I closed it because it was very close to my TP and it started to go up. Before it had that retracement, I was already out.
Oh man, look at that! I don't like that.
It's not really what you want to see, really, is it? That kind of structure. It's kind of what we've just seen on Bitcoin, to be fair. Like that kind of like just fail to break the highs and just like
yeah, EU is not looking. I mean, that's definitely bearish. That's definitely bearish. Oh, come on, gold. What are you doing?
I told you I was up 1%.
This is not the way. This is not the way.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, that's Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks awful.
I am short Bitcoin and I'm in profit.
Yeah, mate.
$3 profit.
Yeah, I think gold's going up to 3 2 3.
You know, I'm in $3 profit, which is not a lot. You know, obviously $3 because I'm down like 700 on gold.
That is a chocolate bar in the UK.
700.
Maybe one day that's going to be a Freddo bar in the UK.
That's a gold bar.
That's how I check. I don't need no CPI or PPI or anything. Just let me go to England. Let me see how much a Freddo is, and that is my key indicator on inflation.
Yeah.
If you know what a Freddo is, you know. If you don't,
actually, I don't. What is it?
Well, Victor, if you know, you know. I'm sorry, my friend. All the UK guys here, they know what a Freddo is.
It's terrible. It's pretty bad, isn't it?
The chocolate.
I'm gonna get the whole of UK going crazy here in the comments.
I don't think there's anybody in the UK. Otherwise, they would be putting W's for Freddo. There's no W.
Yeah,
if you're in the UK and you grew up eating Freddos, put a W. And I don't think there's no W's.
Okay, so gold. Why? Yeah, this is.
Yeah,
that's gonna go and take my stop loss, huh?
Yeah, EU is at that place where it should be. Buyers should be coming.
Wait, did you buy EU? Why did you buy EU? Where did you buy EU?
Well, I asked myself a lot of questions when you buy stuff. And I just keep my mouth shut, okay? Sometimes you gotta go with it, right? There you go.
But I can see how you. Where did you buy? Could you at what time did you buy? Did you buy the break and retest, like the first one?
I definitely bought in the wrong place. That's where you get.
Okay, but you bought the first break and retest, right? Where it's kind of like.
Yeah, it's probably not the best. I was looking for it to push up a little bit more, but
all right.
You know, sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you get a read wrong on the market.
Well,
that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, have you seen that meme? You know, with the dog sitting at the table and the house is burning, and he's like,
I think I have.
Fine.
Yes. Yeah. It's all fine.
It's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Freddo, not freedom, lol. Yeah, there you go. We got Australia. We got Freddo is an international frog. He's not just in the UK. Half your risk and then enter. Or what you could do is a 30-day challenge when you're only trading with $1 risk. Or we were doing it with crypto. It was what, one contract or $1
risk. That's just gonna be commissions.
No, commissions relative to the position size.
Yeah, that's true.
But okay, maybe not $1. It's probably just a little bit crazy, just $1, but $10. Do 30 days where you're just executing. The only thing is that's super, super difficult because you're going to see yourself getting into really good positions and be like, why didn't I just get in this with normal size? And it is super hard, but just halve your risk.
Yeah, it's the best advice, I think.
There you go.
If you're hesitant, it's because there's some fear in there, and when you lower the risk, you should not be feeling the same kind of level of fear, and you should be more able to execute without that mental limitation.
I'm so proud with this jazz music. I'm super relaxed. I'm in a loss, and you're just like, oh, okay.
This is EU, and that's the area between those horizontal yellow lines that I use to indicate where price should be returning or reversing, I should say, and it's not reacting to that area. That's indicative to me that this structure is probably not going to work. There's nothing below us, and it closed. It invalidated all these order blocks already on the lower time frames. So basically, it's not acting according to the script. And if that's the case, then I don't have anything to do. Just accept that, probably it's not going to happen, or it's not going to be a trade that I can participate in.
Okay, gold is going to hit my TP. I can feel it.
This is absolutely ridiculous. What is it doing, bro?
Doing whatever I wanted to do.
Silly trading. What is going on? EU now going back up. Gold going down. God.
I really like those wicks, those wicks on gold. It really looks like it wants to pop.
Yeah, but I'm thinking maybe it can come down, hit my TP, and then it can form that beautiful pin bar. My TP on gold is at 2,310. This is a small move that I'm trying to catch.
That's not so small.
Maybe not.
Okay, fair enough. No, you're right. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so yesterday's live stream, by the way, we had some technical difficulties with that one, so we had to remove it from YouTube.
Somebody pressed the wrong button and it deleted. My fault. Playing around in
yeah, technical difficulties basically means Alex.
Yeah. Look, sometimes you want to make things better. Sometimes you got to break them first, and then not do that again.
Yeah. All right.
There is that reaction, but it's not coming from the area that I want it to come from. So we are getting that reaction, but that reaction should it should be according to the plan. It should be within this area, and it's not doing that. To me it's not a valid entry anymore. So I'm not gonna touch it. But this is what I would have wanted to see, and maybe do this, but on this area within those lines, those refinement. And if it would have done it there, then I would be in it. If not, then I'm not, which is now the case. So, yep.
I'm not sure. Is this? I'm sorry to be ignorant. Is this Dutch?
That's not Dutch.
That's not Dutch.
Nope.
What are we looking at?
That is what language is that? Is it in Romanian? Romanian.
Really?
Awesome.
Nice.
Right, I'm gonna end the poll right there. Okay, so the result is 68% no and 31% no. So yeah.
Yesterday USD CAD. Let's have a look at USD CAD and see what this is up to. Oh, just a little bit of consolidation. USD CAD's just still in a range, to be honest. Now you're in the middle of a range. Don't know what you would want to do with that, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not sure. Well, I would probably go long though. I think this is USD CAD would be, to me, that would be a long. But it needs to have more structure. It needs to have maybe 1 day worth of price action left for me to have a setup on that one.
Why would you want to go long? Exactly.
On USD CAD. Well, I would be looking for. So basically, we have a range, and then it's range EQ. So I would be looking for a break and retest or a reclaim of that range EQ. I can show you this level right here. So we got this level. And you can see how obviously we had some nice reactions. Not only have we had some nice reactions to this level, but the breakouts are quite massive. So this tells us that we have, you know, almost every time we had a break above or below this level, it has been a strong move. And then also we had some really violent reaction to this area, which tells me that this level is a quite an important level. And if we view this as the range, so let me put on the fib tool, and I'm actually going to put the range on here. So you'll see that actually then that would not be range GQ. You know what? I don't care. That's a good level. So if we have something like this, I would go long here like that. But it needs
I like your bias. I like your bias.
It's just that it needs more confirmation. Need multiple 4-hour candles for that to get activated. So now I wouldn't want to short this because the structure is too close to entry. I need to take profits somewhere here if I'm going to short that.
Wow.
Yeah, I see that. I understand. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Actually, there is actually I like the fact that the wick on the H4 it formed before it starts going up. The recent wick, a couple of on the H4, it formed a. I think that was news, right? That was on Tuesday.
USD CAD, right?
USD CAD.
That was inflation rate, right?
Yeah, that was CPI. Yeah, the area it wicked to me is important. I don't have the same area as you. Yours is much nicer, to be honest. But based on the order blocks, no problem. Based on the H4, I had that area as well. I didn't have it, but I if I analyze it now, that would be an area where the H4 would indicate me if they're going to reverse. That's a great area to be entering because that's the area that should be defended. And in that wick to me that's the cue. They came in, the price action is according to the script, so it tells me that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, gold is going shorter. Bitcoin is going short like an alert.
Yeah. Oh god, why is the rest of them not triggered out? Short. Close.
Told you guys. Okay. Look at that reaction right there.
We've had an L.
What happened, Alex?
It came down on the liquidity. I was the liquidity, guys. Can't believe it.
Yeah. All about liquidity.
The H4 has 10 minutes to close on EU, and it looks like it's going to close, breaking that order block.
Look at
canceling
gold.
Out the whole setup.
Look at that 4-hour on gold. You remember how I said like that's a beautiful bullish pin bar on gold. Like this now, this looks different. Now you have, red candle, red. It's just a beautiful downwards
trend.
Yeah, it looks very good. So at this point, I'm thinking, because we said, maybe gold is going to go down here. So the greediness of this tells me that maybe I should put it all the way down here. But I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't think you should.
Nah, I mean,
monkey mind is coming out.
Yeah.
We have about $8 in range left for today in gold, and we still have the news to in about an hour and 10 minutes. We don't expect that to be much of fireworks, but who knows? That may be what the market is waiting before moving. The rest of the range, I mean, $9 would put the target of today, if it is on the downside, the expansion. that would be that. Let me get that.
Yeah, gold looks fair enough. It's going to hit your take profit, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well.
If it is on the if it is on the downside, the extension of the range, that puts us at around 220, 296 more or less, which is the recent swing low. There's a swing low there, so that's a great area for it to pause and have a reaction.
The only position not in profit is Bitcoin, but I think we just have to break this area for Bitcoin, and we're all ready to move lower. I have my TP in a decent area here. So yeah, I mean, we got Euro NCD. Whereas, let me see where I have. I'm actually going to manage my position here on Euro NCD.
I like our background.
Yeah, cool. It looks very good. I like it. Very nice.
Yeah, not too surprised. We have been, even yesterday we were short gold.
Yeah, no, I mean we looked at
gold for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at gold and we said, we're in a range, we're below range EQ, we have a local downtrend. I mean, it looks more, we said, we're not going to go long on gold unless we reclaim the range EQ. It's for shorting if down to range lows, and then at range lows, we might want to long it, Anyway, this is Euro NCD. Let me break down the whole idea here with Euro NCD. So we have a high time frame support level, and I took this trade based on the fact that it seemed like we had a break of structure here, where we had basically we got this downtrend right here, and then I looked at this one right here as a double bottom formation, where you have this formation right here. And then we had, of course, that bounce on the reload zone. And I entered this way too late. I thought we were just going to get this move, right? But now that we actually have this move, I think it's looking more than likely to move higher here and hit that TP. So what I'm going to do now is, like, it makes no sense for me to risk a move down here. That's just not really what I would want to do. However, so I can risk like a move down here. That seems like a good invalidation area, because if price goes down here, then this whole idea is just invalidated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my stop loss to that low to just secure this trade. So if we have like a massive move to downside, because we do have on Friday, I believe, we have inflation rate for EU. So depending on if I close this or not, like obviously we don't want a big stupid wick, down to take out this position. So I'm gonna be increasing that, adding a little bit of room to that stop loss. So what I do is I just take directly from TradingView, and I just copy that new level that I just added. I don't think you can see the window. No, you can't. But you will see that it gets modified at least. So here's the position here, and then the stop loss down here. I like MetaTrader. I just wish they had made it a little bit more modern.
Yeah, the look is old school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back to gold. What do we have on gold? It's this looks great now. The 50-minute candle is going to close in about 4 minutes. I think we're good with that one. Bitcoin is, I still think this looks good for short. Especially on the 4 hour, I like how we have that rounded top. This is basically the whole idea. We see around the top hitting that 0.618. The problem with a trade like this is there's a lot of room here. So it's like a gap here. There's no, this level, this breakout level hasn't really been tested. So that's actually a reason for not to go short. That this area can definitely act as a magnet, kind of fill that gap before moving lower. Okay, let's look at this one. So we had Ash that actually is dropping a lot of signals in the chat here, but he's saying, so he actually said that gold is going to drop. So let's see if he's right on the Euro CHF. Let's see, Euro CHF to 0.98. That's going to be up here. That makes sense. Let's look at the daily. I think if I like, so first of all, this is a great break and retest. We're gonna even look at the weekly. That is actually quite good. So it had a breakout, it came down, hit the 0.618 and this massive level. On the daily, we have a good reaction to this level as well. 4 hour, you know, we created this range above this area. So, but I think that target is, to me, I would probably want to just look at that level as a target, because to me that's the first trouble area on the daily. If I would long this, I would probably look at that as a target. But I'm not going to go long here. Back to
what I don't like about Euro Swiss is that it's in 2 minutes. It's going to close as a H4 outside bar. Typically, that's not a great sign to go long, depending on your time frame, of course. And if you look to the left, you will find a order block which explains why the market is reacting this violently. Maybe I should put my screen on.
Is it hitting TP? Is it hitting TP? Oh, it's so close. Come on, hit it. What if it? Oh, is it going to reverse here? It's. I think TP should be like 700. Oh, look at that. Really? It didn't get filled? Yeah, I'm not going to close it because that would be absolutely amazing if it didn't get filled and then moved straight to stop loss. Come on, dude, fill it.
There you go.
Oh, really? It should get filled here.
Well.
Oof. This is... Oh, nice. Okay,
there you go.
Good. $700.
Oh, damn. There you go. We're going to have to pull the money on the screen. Actually, we're going to put on DJ Khaled. There you go.
Yeah, another one. That's it.
Another one.
Ash is saying don't close gold. It's going to drop more. Well, thank you. It's a bit too late, though.
Ash, where are you with the signals, man? You got to give us more faster. You know, give us up.
In advance.
Take profit. Yeah, take profit, stop loss, entry. You know, and drop your Telegram group as well.
Okay, back to Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? It doesn't look
nothing
great. Euro NCD. Yeah, I mean Euro NCD I'm not really looking at because this is a long-term trade. This is a trade that I'm thinking might stop moving. I mean I had to close it before inflation rate, but you know, I think it's not gonna start moving until that.
Just taking a scalp on USD CAD short for only a few pips.
Guys, I think this is such a good example of how, like Victor said, never trust a moving candle, right? This 4 hour candle looked very, very bullish like 20 minutes ago. Very bullish.
Mm-hmm.
Never trust a moving candle.
Yeah.
God.
I've seen it trap me so many times that I don't fall into that trap anymore.
We should have put that on your sentence, you know, at the start of the intro. It says we should have put that on as a sentence.
Never trust a moving candle.
Never trust a moving candle. God, life lessons that you guys get in here on a day-to-day basis.
Look at silver.
No, maybe I can show the Euro Swiss what I was mentioning. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right. So this is it's a trade. It's a pair I don't look at, but the first thing I don't trade. So that's the first thing I notice. When I see this, what do I see? I see an H4 order block that just a minute and 10 seconds ago closed H4, quite relevant, quite significant, closed as an outside bar. So to me, that seems like the sellers really got into control from this point. And then the question is, okay, maybe price will come back to that area, and that could be the area where I would be wanting to go short. But the other question I ask myself is, why did the sellers take control right there? What was their special? Is there anything that can tell us why that is? And if we look to the left, we see an H4 order block. And that is exactly the area it rejected. So when I see this confluence of structures to the left, current price action telling me that it's going, who is in control, I don't want to go long. That's what at least in this time frame, on a smaller time frame, you might find different reasons to go long, but this tells me that if anything, you want to be going short. What structures would you be targeting going short? Well, you could be targeting, if you get in from this area, assuming it came back, which it may not, you could be targeting that swing low. You could be targeting another swing low, or whatever swing low it made before going up again, right? Let's say it went up from this current price, then I would be targeting that low, since I don't have anything else to aim for. On the daily, I don't see anything to aim for, and I wouldn't go much lower, because then those order blocks are not as significant. So I will just stick to the H4, and I don't see any other area to target STP. But basically, that would be something that I would look into. So if anything, I would go short here. Not here, but I will be looking for a short. That's what I wanted to show. And on EU, we had a close below that area, which invalidates this order block. So there is nothing else to be done here. Everything here that I just showed is invalidated, since I used the H4 for my for the beginning of the setup. If I don't have my H4 anymore, and I don't have a reason to be looking any further, so I delete everything and just move on to the next. So that's actually, I like when that happens, because it's clear. I'm out of the I'm out of the guessing game, not guessing game, but I'm out of the waiting game, because it's clear. I like when the market is clear. I can move on and look for other opportunities. In terms of GU, I don't see anything. If you look to we are currently in a demand area, which, if we look at the H4, we don't have a quasi, at least not according to the reasons or the rules that I have. This is the neckline for the quasi. So anything, it has to break this before I start considering it a reversal pattern on the H4. So in that sense, I don't have a reason to be looking for a reversal on the H4. However, I see this too. There is an order block there, but it's not part of the quasi, and it's not fresh. So to me, it's for someone else. It's not for me. I'm not gonna be looking for a long from this area. And not only that, on the daily as well, market structure is telling me, it's probably going to be making, at least going to test this low, if not making a lower low either today or coming days. So those are the things that I'm looking at. Hold on, guys. I think
what is that? Is somebody setting fire to your house, Victor?
Yeah. I think I got fire in here. Let me go extinguish the fire.
Yeah, so you should probably check that out.
Okay.
I really hope he's.
Where have I gone? Why am I out? Oh, thank you.
I really hope he's gonna get back soon. Otherwise, we might have a problem. That dude's on fire, but hopefully not literally.
That would be quite upsetting if. Okay, we're gonna get a TP on that.
I like how it's like.
Hey, we're back to break even.
Yeah, it's like, never mind Victor being on fire. Look at this TP getting hit. That would be quite upsetting. But in other news,
another one.
I'm gonna short Ethereum.
Oh God, Bitcoin's just in a lovely 1 minute range. Could probably trade this 1 minute range. See, I just don't like. Yeah. Just don't like the spread, being widening like that. It's just not nice.
Yeah, well, okay.
Maybe because I'm a bit spoiled. He doesn't look like he's on fire.
No.
No. Fire has been extinguished, guys. There's everything is back to normal.
So what was there an actual fire?
No, there wasn't. It's a false positive.
False positive. What was? Yeah. Okay.
It means false alarm.
Yeah. Okay.
A false positive.
Good stuff.
Does anybody else do this? Yeah, I'm gonna put this in. Do you ever go to like the supermarket or just random day-to-day things, and you just be like, "What is the probability of this happening?" Just you start thinking about it in like a trader's kind of.
Yeah. Every time, man. Every time.
Wonder what the risk to reward for me right now going through that gap on the motorway where the car is going.
Yeah, it's like you should probably make a U-turn here. It's like that's too dangerous. Well, actually, what's the odds of us making it? Yeah.
I've done this quite a few times without a stop light. It's
it has a positive expectancy.
Everything in your life, I swear. Yeah, man. I thought the CIA cover was blown and he was under attack. Do you know what?
He's a false positive. He just went out and just took care of that.
That could have also happened. You never know.
Definitely. What's the odds of that happening? Quite high, I would say.
Yeah. What's the risk to reward of that happening as well?
I think the risk would be quite high, but the reward
would be quite funny.
It would be quite funny.
It would be quite funny. Should we trade this range? Just because I haven't traded ranges on Bitcoin for a minute. We'll just do it on low volume.
You're gonna do it in the MetaTrader on the 5ers.
Yeah, on low volume though, like really low volume.
Yeah, let's try it out because I'm interested to see what the spreads would be here.
No, so the spreads are $10, but it keeps widening. The idea is to get in short at the top, basic range trading, by the book. Do you hike the momentum and think about that? There's a double top scalp.
So I just took a 10 lot short on Ethereum.
This 10 lots, 10 contracts.
Yes, yeah. A bit different
10
than
lots.
Last, but,
10 lots is quite a lot, isn't it?
There's a
when you hike in the mountain, you think about this would be a good double top to scalp. That's funny. That's actually that was super boring, but it was pretty good comment though. Like I'm gonna give you that.
That was a dad joke though. That was a dad.
Yeah,
thing,
you can probably do better. You can do better. You can do better.
Yeah. We want some better ones in the chat, guys. Put some effort into them. Not saying that you didn't put effort into that. You probably did, but we need some more effort. We want more effort into what Bitcoin is doing. No, what is it doing? It's like seriously, bro. Why is it lately moving that choppy? Because this is 1 minute, and it is Bitcoin, and there's news coming out soon. So there's quite a lot of reasons actually why it's choppy.
Yeah, but it's like, why is it choppy? As a one minute, 1 minute is that's gonna be choppy.
But we're gonna trade this.
Oh, look at gold! No. What are you doing?
Oh,
wow!
Oof. Where is he? Where is?
Oh my
Where is
god,
Ash?
that's
Where
crazy.
is Ash? Ash, the man, the myth, the legend. Don't close. This guy tells the future.
You actually had to look up the comment.
He tells the future.
So,
that's it.
Hello,
close gold, it will drop more.
We got a hello, bro. Hello, bro. So Bitcoin will you just watch the news calendar. It's going to be USD news, but Bitcoin is a risk asset. So I think Bitcoin kind of reacts to news the same way as gold is doing almost. But then Bitcoin obviously has other news like ETF inflows and outflows and other on-chain metrics and, you know, stuff around Bitcoin, like maybe Visa and MasterCard will come. Oh my God, look at gold.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Beautiful.
Doing? Oh my God. It is really smashing it down. Damn, son. Look at all that profit you left on the table.
Oh, shut up.
That's exactly what you need to be hearing right now.
It was a really nice trade. It was a good trade. It was a really good trade.
What was your position size, Jonathan? Let's calculate what's the profit.
Oh, God.
Is there any source for Forex Factor for crypto? No, but you can just go to just check out
so the CPI. It moves on CPI and it moves on you know, anything that moves the USD is going to move crypto.
Exactly.
Rub it in his face. Don't worry. He did had at least his trade was actually profitable. Mine really didn't do anything.
We get WTI. We get oil. That's been a while since I traded oil. Is that WTI? That's West Texas. That US oil, right?
Yeah. West Texas Intermediate.
Okay, where?
I've never traded oil.
That
WTI.
But I want it on Oanda. I have all drawings on Oanda. Wonder what it's like on Oanda. I think it's US oil or oil USD or something like that.
Wow. I love how it's just like load. What is that? What is that? I've never seen that.
What is that? Why did that come up?
Oh, session EMAs. I don't know how. I must have an indicator on this. Yeah, can you? Yeah, like.
Yeah, nah, this is not a short.
You sure?
You would short this?
A little bit. I would short it for a little bit. I can day trade. 9 points, 10 points. Is that? I don't know. I've never traded. Yeah, fine. Let's go back to Bitcoin. We don't need that oil. We like EVs, electric. We don't. Yeah. I don't like electric at all.
Yeah, you know what? Like it's a bit depressive, you know, because the future is supposed to be electric, and I read that the Formula 1 is supposed to go electric. That's like what? What do you mean Formula 1 is going electric? That's insane. Why does Formula 1 need to go electric? Like why? Why? Set an example? Like why? I mean, I get the idea of Tesla. That's amazing. I mean, having electric vehicle and being good for the environment, that's amazing. But what about the sound of a Ferrari? Like, are we just gonna forget about that? It's insane.
Well, I think the Formula 1 separate from the purpose of entertainment, it's also a playing ground for new technologies that are going to be used later on in mass production of cars. So if we're going to that direction with EVs, then it would make sense not necessarily to replace F1s, but to have something similar where you want to go to the edge with the technology, those technologies that later on will be able to be used on the roads, 10 years after that.
Yeah, no, that's
LJ is just this guy's a boss. He eats Freddos. He's from Australia. He likes motors. This guy, and he knows about caramel.
But you know what? I think it would make sense to have like normal. I mean, I like normal, regular, everyday cars. Make them electric. I don't care that. But it's like I'm afraid of what we need to have Porsche, we need to have Ferrari, we need to have Lamborghini. Like, what else are we going to talk about? Like it's like, oh, when Lambo is like when Kia. It's weird, weird.
Yeah, this blasphemy. Honestly, blasphemy. Oh,
yeah, they stopped grid girls. They're gonna stop petrol. Like, are they gonna remove chocolate? Coffee, tea.
Get rid of wheels. We don't need wheels on cars anymore.
Yeah,
flying. Will not be able to fly anymore.
No,
flying cars. Why don't we have flying cars?
I know. Come on, it's 2024. We've literally done pretty much everything so far. Can we not have, can I not have a flying car or flying motorbike?
Yeah. Actually, I think I did read something about flying cars being practically impossible.
Why?
I don't know. I think Elon Musk said something like, "We're never gonna have flying cars." And I'm like, okay, I don't care. I trust the guy, so we're not gonna have flying cars.
If Elon Musk has said he can't do it, then it's not happening.
Yeah, it's not exactly.
He's got the energy. He's got more energy than the Big E.
And he got 10 kids. How's that possible, dude? How's that possible?
That is very possible. I can tell you how, but this is not the show. Okay.
Yeah, please tell me exactly how. Wow, that's
it.
We need gold is melting. Gold is melting.
We're never gonna
magicians.
If we had any women in the comments, they're not here anymore.
I don't think. I don't think we do. I think we are. Yeah. I don't think we do. Gold.
Okay.
Gold melting.
What's going on? It's coming down lower. Holy crap! That's insane. That's such a stupid move.
This is where you got in that.
Yeah, thank you. Yep, that's where I got at. That's where I got at.
You it's the whole move on the day.
Wow.
But you know what? When Ash tells you to stay in, when Ash tells you to do it, you do it, bro. You don't think twice.
Yeah.
It's your own fault not listening.
Yeah. Well, I'm currently short Bitcoin, currently also short Ethereum, and then I have that Euro NCD long. Euro NCD is actually looking better and better. If let me show you, I got this one right here. If it breaks above these highs here, if it breaks above this high right here, I will move my stops below that low. Hopefully it happens today. We talked yesterday about how you guys don't like having open positions overnight, but I like, it's like whenever it's time for me to go to bed, I think about coffee, and I really look forward to the morning after, where I get to have my morning coffee and check my open positions. It's like a mini Christmas. Like when I wake up and I'm thinking about that coffee, I'm thinking about looking at the open positions. It's I'm looking forward to that.
I feel like having an open position, leaving my door unlocked in a dodgy place in town. That's how I feel. I just don't.
Well, you never know who's gonna visit, though. It can be quite interesting. Can be an interesting experience.
God, yeah.
You wake up in the middle of the night, there's this person, and whoa, hello, welcome. Yeah. You never know.
You're looking for.
So definitely risky, but yeah. Gold is reversing now. Really?
That is exactly what I thought when I
is gold reversing?
Position.
No, not at all.
I was like, yeah, it's reversing. It's going back up. It was a big loss.
This is. I think gold is reversing to the downside, accelerating.
Reversing the reverse.
Yeah.
Gold is going
Andrew,
for that
Andrew, I don't mean I'm drinking coffee and I'm sleeping, but I'm thinking about coffee.
Yeah. My partner actually drinks a coffee before she goes to bed.
Is she
really? Alive?
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's alive.
She's okay. Okay.
And what day I'm asking.
Yeah, she's not watching these live streams anyway. My fiance, my fiance does watch these live streams as well, and she apparently we're 5% of the time. Most of the time, it's just super boring.
That's why it makes it funny, because we're not funny. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why we are funny, because we're not funny.
Yeah, what she tells us we need to get a girl as well, because
we're working on that.
We need to get someone in here. I asked her if she wants to join, but she obviously has no idea. Yeah, she has no idea about trading. She can sit there.
That's actually, do you know what? That'd be actually a really cool series of just teaching a total beginner live on stream how to trade.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, not really.
And you're like, yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, super interesting, not doing it.
No, but I think definitely it has to be the right person, though. And from my experience, teaching people, it's like they're super into it the first 3 weeks, and then they're like, yeah, you know what, trading's not for me. That's most people.
For those who are trading or who do trade round numbers, we're right now at 2,300 for gold. If that is any sign of anything.
Your sign to go long.
I don't trade that way, but I know a lot of people do.
With coffee before bed, I hope Elon isn't giving my wife some advice. But if it was anybody, I'm happy to give it to Elon. Elon, my guy, Big E, gonna take us to Mars.
Yeah, dude, that guy is something else. I read his biography book, autobiography. It was very interesting. Very interesting guy.
I wouldn't call my children. What was he called his children? Like X
something, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's definitely autistic. Like he's like a highly functioning autistic dude. Probably is.
Yeah, maybe a bit of Asperger's, but I wouldn't think to be on that level. I don't think. I think he's.
I think it's just super highly.
The thing is with autism, you have a spectrum, right? And it's not all of them. They're not the same, and you can have different characteristics and still be in that spectrum somewhere. And
yeah, I mean, some days I'm definitely more autistic than others. Like I definitely some days I feel just weird, Like I'm definitely.
Yeah, I don't think
on the spectrum.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're on the spectrum, mate. I would love to say that you are, but I don't think you are.
Yeah, not a lot, but definitely somewhere in the yeah. But yeah, jokes aside, I've actually before I started trading, I worked with autistic people, and they're not having the best time. A lot of times, it's very difficult to have those problems in everyday life.
For sure.
See,
yeah,
you gotta forgive me for my ignorance with a lot of the things that I do say. I think in
Sweden we don't use the Asperger anymore. We say autism spectrum or something. Like to what?
How is it?
Anyway,
how have we gone from our trading to?
Looking at gold, I think this kind of sums it up. Like I closed the trade here, and now we're trading. If if I would be slightly more autistic, I would probably be more focused on like logical things, and in this case, I would probably. The most logical thing in this case would probably be to just have the trade open, because remember I said like, I'm greedy and we're thinking about moving lower. Maybe I should have my TP, all the way down here. That was the right decision.
Let's see what we got on. Okay, missed that. Missed that. Let's see if we can take this high, and then we'll go long outside of the range. If that happens.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one. Is that Bitcoin?
It is indeed, sir.
Okay, that's actually not looking good for my short right there.
Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we break those highs, then definitely.
But does that change the overall picture? I mean, this is on the lower time frame. Yeah, it's still
but it does. I mean, because it's on. Yeah, it does, because it's also. I can show you on my screen here. I'll so this 1 minute structure. Now this is a bitstamp, so it looks weird. But this 1 minute structure is also
on Binance.
Yeah, also these wicks right here on the 1 hour. So it does make a difference, because if you put a level right here, breaking about that one breaks the local 1 hour trend, and then you have this level right here. So it makes a big difference if it breaks that level to the upside, because this is the level that I'm shorting.
Yeah, okay, I see your point. Although if you look at the swings, we started after being bullish on the H1. That is, we let me show my my take on it.
Come on.
If we
target.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll push mine.
Okay, we're in the short.
You want to show your screen?
No, go for it. I just got tagged into the short on the range, top of the range.
Okay. What I see is this, right? We all of this is, of course, in a the bigger picture. We had this massive move down, and all of this could be just a retracement, and doing some kind of reversal before continuation, right? That's the overall picture that I would have. And if I see how market has been moving since let's see, it's this one, then we go there, and we had that market, that break of structure, and it breaks it, and that's the first sign of the trend, this trend being broken and may reverse into a short, which aligns with the higher time frame. So, and typically what I would do is I would wait for that retracement back up to make a lower high for that continuation. So to me, well, I see your point that to the left, if it starts breaking this, then it's significant, because you're looking at some structure here that it should be not using as support. It should be breaking it and using it at resistance. It should be doing this, not the other way around. And I agree with you. But in terms of the quasi or reversal pattern, I would be, this is then the left shoulder, the head, the break of structure, and then somewhere here I would be looking for a reason for it to bounce back for the continuation to the downside. Whether it's going to do that, that's difficult to say. But this makes sense to me, because it's it's with this is the impulse, that's the retracement, and we're waiting for the continuation, the other impulse for that continuation. But let's see what it gives us. It doesn't necessarily have to be this way. Let's see, we have on the higher time frames. Yeah, this close to me is makes it more likely that price we will be getting after perhaps a retracement. We should be going much lower. I would say that's the fact that on the daily it was firm when it closed below that last swing. Right, that's an indication of weaknesses, even if it comes after some retracement. But I would say something like this makes a lot of sense to me, just by looking on the daily how it closed. Yeah, I don't see anything else besides that.
See, look.
Why?
That was right.
Surely gold must have dropped because of some event, right? Some news.
They heard you hit your take profit, and they were like, you know what? We're gonna slam it out. We're really gonna show this guy.
By the way, gold is practically at its D1 ATR, so that's interesting. Meaning, on an average day, price shouldn't be going much lower. We'll have increasingly difficulty to continue going lower. But of course, we have news coming in 28 minutes, so we'll have to see. And it's very, very bearish. You can see that that's the dollar weakness, because you can see euro as well, very, very weak, selling into the news.
I don't think new home sales is such a major news, though, is it?
No, it was back then when there was a housing bubble. I remember back then that number was huge, right? Because that was the indicator if we're turning around on the economy or not, if we're getting out of that recession or not. But I don't think it is anymore as significant as it was before. By the way, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
It was.
Bitcoin, Bitcoin's gonna break out.
Yes, we go. Well,
are you short?
No, I'm still short.
Oh, you're still short.
I'm short.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
but more position compared to the thing, so it's only like risking $97 on a little bit of trade in a range. But
gold hit its 100% ATR.
Yeah, gold is probably going to start reversing here. Oh, it's dropping even more. Wow.
No, but here right now it had a reaction as it touched those 100 ATR. Whoa, what is this?
Well, that was my position, got smashed.
Yeah, okay. Gold is, Bitcoin is...
Well, we're taking, that's it.
Okay. Well, it is what it is. That's what it is. But I'm going to keep my open, though, because, it's let your losers run.
Yeah, that's another sentence. Maybe we should change your sentence on the intro to that.
Yeah.
Let your losers run, guys. Be patient with your losers. Impatient.
Take the profit run. Yeah.
Oh god, the advice that comes out of us is just golden.
Sometimes it's pretty good.
Oh no, I think it's definitely good all the time. Take your profits and run, guys.
Run.
Leave the country.
Your P&L and your edge is just rented. Give us some more sentences.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Gosh, are you guys seeing gold after it hit that ATR? It pushed about I think about $4 in what, a minute, or I think 2 minutes. The ATR was at
wow, no, the EMAs are fanned out like crazy on this.
Yeah, that's
we can't even take a break.
We can't take what?
Countdown. We can't even take a break. We haven't got the countdown for the break.
No.
I could put the old countdown on if you guys want to break for 10 minutes.
Yeah, let's do a 10-minute. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do.
This is the that line is the same line with the ATR. It is the lower border of an order block, but it's also 100% ATR. So this reaction makes a lot of sense. That is typically how price reacts to the ATR. When it reaches it, there's, I don't know what it is, probably some algos, that go, they switch off because they calculate that the probability of it continuing is lower or something like that. Or perhaps they're mean reversing algos coming in, or just people. I don't know what it is, but I do
sorry, but we only have like 20 minutes on the stream, so it makes no sense to take a 10-minute break. If you want to take a break, Alex, that's all right.
You don't want to take a break?
What?
You're going to stay on?
Yeah, I'll stay on.
Okay, fine. I'm going to see you guys in a minute.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay.
You really need a break, Alex.
I was like, see you in a minute. You're gone. Yeah, so if we go back to Bitcoin here, you'll see that when it broke that 1 minute structure here, we broke that 1 hour. I still think on the 4 hour looks decent, but then it's a nice bounce on that level as well on the 4 hours.
It is. Yeah.
I got that Ethereum short as well. I just really like the whole idea of this level, kind of like this level price being rejected at that level. It's a nice break and retest. So it's obviously it's too early to tell. I mean, when you're trading on the 4 hour, you gotta wait like at least 2 4-hour candles to make a decision on where price is going. You can't make a decision on the current candle that you're entering on
that moving candle correctly.
Exactly. Euro NCDs is I'm starting to like this. I think we're just gonna hit that alert, and I'll move my stops up. Really, US 30. Let's take a look at that one. It's been a while since I looked at US 30. That has to be that's Dow Jones. Well, let's see. Let's see if I can find it on. I think that's gonna be. What's the ticker on? Oh, never mind, doesn't matter. Let's just take a look at it. Yeah, so the first thing I'm seeing on the daily is a level here. Also, I'll put a level on here. Pretty big level, but I think on the daily, this is the level that I would be wanting to look at, depending on where the wicks are now. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think that's a good level, because then if you add the fibs from like that low, yeah, that's a good one. The 4 hour. Yeah, it's not a bad place to go long. I think actually it's a pretty decent place to go long here.
I see that. Yeah. I see. I try to look at your screen to see what you're looking. Yes, I see the break and retest, which you know well how to trade. So I see that. I see what you're seeing. But in my perspective, I don't see a reason for it to bounce. If I disregard what you're showing, of course, but in terms of order block and quasis, I don't see anything here necessarily that will push price higher.
No, I mean, it's not.
If you look at the daily, for example, we have a bearish engulfing, and today we went with a wick there, retested. We may or may not have touched it, and then we are pushing down, and that to me looks like it's gonna have some more down movement before doing anything else, and that may be still your setup will still be possible, because your area where you want to be entering is quite wide. But right now it looks like it wants to, like the sellers are in control. If you look at the perhaps I can show you what I mean. It's the US 30, right? We're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the daily order block that was formed, right? So the sellers regain control there. And this candle, although it is an open candle, I agree. So we can't conclude too much about it. But what did it do after forming that order block? It went there, had a nice touch, and then moved down. That is very typical. And that, I would ask myself, where on the daily time frame will it have support coming in or demand coming in? On the daily, this is the next structure. So I would want to see how it handles this before I look for an entry. If it reverses from this area, then that makes sense, because if it's going to go up right for a long, it shouldn't be forming these bearish structures. Typically, this is a hurdle in your way if you want to be going long. That's of course on the daily. If I look at on the lower time frames, let's see. Then I see, of course, what you're saying, right? These are it may be using that break and retest. That makes sense on the lower time frame for it to be retracing back before a continuation up. So those two indication or those two analyses are conflicting in my view. So I'll have to have more information to see which one is going to be, if I'm going to consider both of them, of course. And of course, news is coming out in 17 minutes. So that could give us the information we need.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes
see, look at that on the H4. Where did it form another bearish order block? Right after it almost touched that order block on the daily, right? So that tells me that at least from this point, right? From this point, the sellers are in complete control, right? From this point all the way there. And I don't see a reason yet, at least in this area. Perhaps I understand that this starts to become an area where buyers will be coming in, but I need to see that in current price action for me to be, looking for a setup. It's Rich was explaining this in one of his sessions on Discord. By the way, guys, that is a great place to be getting to grow as a trader, to become a better trader. We have those workshops on every weekdays. But Rich was telling about the difference of entries, the different type of entry. You could enter, just because you identify that area to be a great area to be for a long, without any confirmation, which is, I don't know if that suits the way you trade necessarily, or you could be waiting for when it gets to that area, wait for a confirmation, like in the case, like in my case, I after we reach, it comes back to the area of interest, I need to have some confirmation in terms of price action, showing me something, either another quasi, an order block, whatever that is valid in my trade plan for me to pull the trigger. And so that's a different kind of different type of how you execute, right? With or without the confirmation. And my confirmation will come from price action reversing. And I don't see that yet, at least not on the H4. Perhaps on the H1, I don't see that on the H1 either. So yeah, maybe it's coming. Maybe it's just not visible yet, right? That can also be the case. Maybe later on it will form that reversal pattern, and then we both see the same thing in terms of our setups. But even if we don't, every strategy will not be catching all movement in the market. So it's perfectly okay if it doesn't.
Yeah, we also have just letting you guys know, everyone that's watching, we do have account migration happening to the new hub this Sunday. So on June the 30th, on Sunday. So you can continue trading with MT5 throughout the migration, but at least letting you guys know that the migration is happening to the new hub on Sunday. So if there's any bugs or anything being slow, whatever, you know why. Can you tell us, Victor, about the how you indicated the ATR on gold?
Yes, I'm putting it on. Let's see. Yes, I'm getting it ready on the. Let me get my chart ready.
Well, yeah. By the way, with the 40K celebration, it's not. The thing is, when we never said that we're gonna do the celebration right when we hit 40K, because obviously it requires some planning. We want to make we want to try to get some good guests on and do something fun with it. So that's what we're doing next Wednesday. That's gonna be the 40K giveaway stream is going to be next Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything set up so I can show it without any delays. Thing is, I have it on another screen, so okay, let me put that on. It's gonna take like another 20 seconds or so, 30 seconds.
What are you looking for?
I'm just prepping the I'm prepping my my MT5. All right, let me show you how you can do that. The ATR is the average true range, which is available on all MT5s, and it's that was the. Let me show my screen. Right, so that is the this is the chart. You do have to select the correct chart, of course. You go to insert indicators, you go to oscillator, and there you go. That's the average true range. It will come down as an extra window below us, and this one is set at 5. I typically have more than one setting. I have one at 5, at 10, and at 20, and that gives me an idea, because the ATR, what it is, it takes the last 5 or whatever number you put in, and it gives you the average. And you can see down below here, that's the average range, how the range has been oscillating the last couple of days. But what is important is not the oscillation necessarily, it's just the number. So in this case, it's 31, if you can read it, 31.73 in this price feed, right? I use another one. So what I would then do is go to the indicate the high of today, which would be that, right? So if I go to, let's say, to the H4 and identify the high of today, right, that would be, right, this one, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I should just put the daily. That's why I see the wick right away. Right, I go make it bigger and I measure the same 35 from the top to get an idea of where the range is. So if this is the top of the current price, the day is still fresh. So it's a projection. It's not any certainty. And if you go low, you will see that 31.73 would come in in this chart. It will come a little bit lower, but I have another indicator at MT4, which tells me it is a little bit higher, but I think it's because of the value is different, because this value is 5, and I believe the other one is 14. But anyways, it doesn't matter. But that's how you measure it, and you take the high of the day, the current high, the current bar, and you mark where it is, where it reaches 31 range, and that is the 100% of the ATR. Typically, when price comes into that area, it slows down, it decelerates, and if it's an average day, it will reverse from there, right? At least a little bit. And if it's a day with high impact news, then that may not be 100% may not be the actual range it will reach, so it may go even much further. And you always have two projections, so right, one on the upside, on the above the current candle and below it, because at the beginning of the day you don't know yet in which direction it will be going, right? So, but based on price action, you can have an idea, okay, it's going to go lower, and then you can project how far is it reasonable for it to reach. So in this case, you would say, okay, it's going, this is the top as I showed, and 131, let's say 131.70 will be right there where it wicked almost at that price of what is it, 22.92, 92.70, and you can then mark it on your chart where the 100% would be for that day. And that's how you do it.
Nice. I wish
it's something, it's very easy. I mean, it's very easy but very powerful if you know in advance where price on average should reach and go no further for this day, right? That's powerful information on average. It's not precise on average.
So I found a ATR indicator here on TradingView. ATR bands. Does this make sense?
It makes a lot of sense, of course, yes.
So, but looking at this,
but it's not touching it.
Yeah. So why? So it's never touching it.
Then, yeah, it's not. It's, I don't know. It's one wherever the candle is, it's just taking the ATR from that candle, and that's where it's posted.
Maybe that's useful for people who are using it as for stop loss placement.
Okay.
Because when you're swinging, a lot of the times you could be that's one strategy. You could be putting your stop loss at 1 ATR, the low of the current candle, or below the last swing low. Let's say if you're going long,
so I want
1 ATR.
So I would want to have like an indicator that just puts lines on the chart where the actual ATR is.
I have one, but it's from a broker.
Okay, we got news coming out very soon.
If you guys know any good ATR indicator in TradingView, let me know. 8+ ATR support and resistance. What's this? Nah, that's weird. Yeah, I want to look that up because I think you've been showing how you use ATR and ATR based trend lines. No, that's weird.
Mine, I said it's a broker, but actually I went to check it. It's not from the broker. It's an MT4 indicator that I use, and it plots the line, and it keeps on adjusting all the time. So I only need to look at the chart, and I know where the ATR is.
Yeah,
it's on MT4. I'm sure it's something very easy. I'm sure that someone coded into TradingView, and also MT5. But since that is what I use, I'd never bother to look for it on the other platform.
So there is an indicator called ATR. So this is just the normal. But you have to actually, like, I want to check I want to see the number. So do I have to go to settings, and I have to show the actual numbers? Okay, go to settings, and then status line, and that can't be right. Oh, okay. So here we have, if you add values, you'll see that it's going to say like 1,000, right? Which should be, you see it right here. That's the ATR number right there.
Okay, news come out or no, not yet. But the market is moving on EU, is having a reaction there. Let me show the. This is the name of the. I'll have to go to my trading view. Let me share that. I'm gonna stop sharing and then change to trading view. Hold on.
ATR grid levels.
My... Let's see.
Okay, I think I found something interesting here. This has to be, yeah, I think I found it actually.
Okay, I don't know if this is very useful. Let me, yeah, I'm gonna share my screen again.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if it's very useful, but this is the name of the indicator I use which plots the line, but this is an MT4. And I don't know if this is helpful or not, but maybe people can download it and look for its counterpart on MT5 as well. I mean, that's what I use, right? And it puts the daily, the weekly, and the monthly ranges automatically on the chart based on the ATR. Where should it be reaching 100%? And it has like an upper line and a lower line where it reaches 100%. And you can set this. I never set it with alerts, but apparently you can, given the name, set it to alert you when it reaches that range. Yeah. So that's the name of the MT4 indicator that I use. But you don't need that indicator necessarily. It's only to make it easier. You can just plot it yourself.
But you have also, I found here, so I found an indicator with adds lines here and also a smaller window up here where you have, but I don't know what this means though, ATR 1 and ATR 10. I'm not sure what that means. We have a level here and that should be, yeah. The ATR though, is it based on the current candle or like the?
It's an average of the it's an average of the last X value the variable you chose. Let's say you put a variable on 5, it will go take the daily range or the time frames range. So it doesn't have to be a daily. It can be 5 minutes, 1 hour, and it goes and calculate what's the average of the last 5 bars and gives you that average, and that's the ATR basically. And perhaps that may not be, maybe I'm oversimplifying it. Maybe there is an actual more complex calculation, but that is the idea behind the calculation.
Okay, so now I have that window up. So it says the ATR is 8. There's different numbers though. Yeah, okay, never mind. Let's look at Bitcoin.
News is coming out.
Bitcoin? We got news coming out
in 30 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah, Bitcoin is
30 seconds.
Everyone who is trading high stakes account, you're not allowed to be executing trades. About 2 minutes. How many minutes is it now, Alex? 2 minutes?
Yeah, it's still 2 minutes. We're going to talk about the new updates at the end, but yeah, it's 2 minutes. So 4-minute window, 2 minutes on either side.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can incorporate the ATR somehow in
my
take profit strategy.
News is out. The market is jumpy.
And it didn't do anything.
It didn't do anything. It didn't gap. It didn't... there's increased volatility, but it really hasn't moved at all. It seemed like it hasn't even gotten out. But I'm not sure if it did. Is the number, sometimes the number is, the number is known and it is below forecast.
Yeah, I just took a long on gold. Oh my god, I just took a long on gold within the time. Am I stupid?
You said 2 minutes. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm like, seriously? Okay, at least it's
yeah, you're gonna have a conversation with the risk team. It's like, Alex, I know you're streaming, but you gotta stick to rules. Let's talk about. I know we've changed some stuff with the rules.
We want to talk about the migration. Okay. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let me turn the music off because this is super serious. Yeah. So we're just doing a migration on Sunday for everybody that has got a 5ers account. You're going to see on Sunday, we're going to have a little bit of time down, probably about 2 hours, because we're going to be migrating everybody over to a new hub. So many different things, faster, add-ons, loads of things. Okay. What comes with that is obviously a couple of changes. One thing is the amount of hyper growth accounts that you can have. You can still have only a maximum total of 40K of valuation funding. That can only be built out with one 20K account, one 10K account, and two 5K accounts. You can't have two 20Ks or you can't have four 10Ks. If you want to get the full maximum amount of evaluation on hypergrowth, that's the only way you can do it, by building out that way. The other change that we have got is not really a change. It's something that's already in place, but we haven't really been enforcing it, and it's the rules on high stakes. So the rules on high stakes say that you can't trade within the 4-minute window. As you can tell, my account is not closed. It's because we just don't enforce it. But after the migration on Sunday, it will be getting enforced. Now, it's going to be a soft breach. And what I mean by a soft breach is if you trade within it's going to be 5 minutes on either side. So if you're trading within the 10-minute window, so 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after, any trade that goes in, hits take profit in that time span, will be deducted from your P&L and won't go towards your target. Any loss, you will take the loss and you will absorb the loss. So that means if you've opened a trade within that first 5-minute window, and then in the second 5-minute window, it hits the TP, you're not even going to benefit from those trades. Okay. So this is to try and stop traders from trading with high leverage on the high stakes accounts. Every other account, you can just trade news as normal. The other thing is inactivity. You're not going to be able to freeze your accounts anymore. We've just raised the inactivity to 30 days. What that means is all you need to do is just take one trade within 30 days, and then it will reset that timer. And that is it, really. There's nothing else to add to that. You don't need to do anything. All you need to do is just come back on Monday, open up, go into the hub like you normally do, and it is there. All your data and everything will be moved around. You should expect maybe a couple of bugs. Sometimes there are bugs, but any kind of bugs, just let us know and we'll sort them out. But it should be quite seamless.
So we had a comment here saying like these are not good changes. I believe they're really good changes. And just to address this point here, the whole point of high stakes is no trading is supposed to be more risky. That's not the point of high stakes. The point of high stakes is to, I believe, is to give you slightly more leverage to be able to trade in different ways. You're not supposed to be trading more risky or taking on more risk. It's just that like if you're scalping, for example, you need high leverage. You can't be scalping very successfully on 10x leverage, because you need high leverage when you're scalping to be able to risk the amount that you're normally risking, let's say swing trading. So it's not about risking more, it's about accommodating for different trading styles. I'm not a high stakes trader. I'm on the hyper growth program because I don't need the leverage, So for me, I much rather prefer low leverage, because I'm looking more at swing trading. If I would be scalping, I need higher leverage, you know. So it's a difference between trading styles.
Yeah, if the trade is open before 5 minutes, let's say if you had a trade open an hour before news and then it hits take profit within the news, then it doesn't matter. It's not going to get, you're not going to have that trade deducted from, you're not going to have the profits deducted from you. It's only people that are trading in that 10-minute window. If you are executing within that 10-minute window, profits will get deducted, losses will be absorbed by yourself. Simple. At the moment, you know, traders aren't supposed to trade in the high stakes on news. Like it's not supposed to happen, but it's not getting, we don't enforce it. So the rule hasn't changed, but now we're just enforcing the rule and it's going to be done automatically. But if you have high leverage, then there is more risk, and you don't mean an excuse to go silly on risk.
There is not more risk. You decide the risk. That the leverage does not decide risk.
Leverage doesn't matter.
Leverage is a tool. Exactly. Leverage is a risk. Leverage can be a risk management tool. When I'm trading Bitcoin on like Binance, or when I'm trading altcoins, I can trade with 200 times leverage. Okay, you know, it doesn't matter. It's a tool for me. I'm still risking the same amount on a trade. So leverage is a risk management tool, I would say. Not a way to risk more. So and again, I mean, you gotta, you know, if you look at the back end when there's news events, you would be probably surprised of the number of people that blow accounts on NFP, for example. So when there's NFP and things like that, is the chances are that if you're trading NFP, you're gonna get blown, and nobody in the company wants you to blow your account. And of course, like if you make money, we make money. So if you blow your account, that's not good for anyone. So if we can limit the amount of people that blow account during news, then that's what we have to do. It's just common sense, you know.
Saying that is obviously, if you're on a demo account on high stakes and you're just blowing your account, well, obviously that is going to get absorbed by the company. So it's not exactly true. When you are funded, obviously that's true. But if you're just blowing account and blowing account and blowing account on a demo account just because you're trying to trade news, well, that is your fault. And you're just basically just doing this you're doing it for no reason. So it is true with what you say, when news comes out and people are putting massive positions on, they're doing it to trade specifically news. So it is there to penalize traders that are trying to trade specifically news with high leverage. If you are a normal trader and you're trading outside of that window and your take profit gets hit, then you're totally fine. It's just people that are trying to open up specifically on that news. It is applied to both challenge and funded account. And that's really it. There's not really many big many changes. Just you're gonna have a new back end, which is going to be a lot faster, and you're gonna have some add-ons and things like that, so you can add things on. And no, there's no giveaway, Khaled. I'm sorry, not today. We're gonna do the full giveaways on Wednesday of next week. We're gonna do a big celebration for that.
Yep. Yeah, okay, guys.
Music back on, and we're finishing up now.
Yeah, I think we're finishing up now. I think we're done for the day. Bitcoin is doing whatever, you know, I don't know, whatever it's doing. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's just what it is.
It is going up.
Bitcoin is shooting up.
Yeah, it's steadily going, printing green candles on the 15, and it looks good. Yeah, it looks very good.
And then you go on the 4 hour and it really hasn't done anything. Oh god.
All right, so next week we're gonna, so this is the last live stream of the week. Next week we're gonna have some guests on. We're gonna have an ICT trader coming on talking about ICT, and he got some interesting things to show on Monday. Then I'm hoping we're gonna get a gold trader on probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. We're gonna do some live trading on gold. Both of them are funded with us, and then on Wednesday we're going to do something special with the giveaway going on. All right, that's it, guys.
Yes,
there you go. See you later.
All right. All right, take care. That's
bye.
All right, bye.
Hi guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. Now make sure you like and subscribe, and most of all, go into the YouTube and check our other content that we provide